See her feet? They still got a little brown on them, but you see, notice they're whiter? You know, she's a little whiter on the side. I mean, this is worn out down here, the fur pulled off, but it'll grow back in. But you notice she's a little whiter? I think what was coming off her, the feet especially, they were brown. There's something oozing out of the skin before, and this was, remember back here, this was all, you know, both these sides. It grew back in. It's not growing in all the way. It's not as thick as it was. This part never got bald. This was. And it's your tail going, right? Yeah. He's just kind of hanging out there about a facet. So, what I like doing though is I'll spray this Doc Willard water, catalyzed water, in the corners of her mouth. Now, the things I've noticed with her first, initially I said this several times before, this was all bald with sores and this was creeping in this way. It was like eating up her skin or something. That got fixed. You know, it came back in. The skin healed up, the fur came back in. That was a while ago. Recently, I've noticed the feet, they're whiter. They're not white yet, but they're cleaner than they were. She's got, still has drooling, but there's a lot less drooling going on. Here's the other thing. She used to hide under the bed all the time. And now she'll be in one of the bathrooms or in the living room. And then sometimes I'll wonder where the hell she is. And I go and look in the other bedroom under the bed. She's not there. She's in the main bedroom on top of the bed. So she's getting up on top of the bed, no problem. To tell you the truth, she wasn't too good at getting on top of the bed before, even when she was, I don't know how old this cat is. She's an older cat. Somebody mentioned to me they had a cat fixed up with cancer with conventional methods 17 years ago, 16 years ago. I think to myself, if that's true, that was a young cat that got fixed up with conventional cancer methods 16 years ago. I don't think this is a young cat. I assumed she was a young cat because he's small when she came over. She's not a young cat. She had problems since day one. So, she is improving. She's not out of the woods yet because I have to hand feed her. And the other thing is that I've noticed with her that's going on faster is that the hand feeding is going quicker. She's eating more food. She got 350 calories in the last 24 hours. That's good because she's an indoor cat. She only weighs 8 pounds. And she only requires 200 calories. So she's making up for lost time. So I'm going to go feed Mr. Boots out there. Here's Mr. Boots. And the sun's not even up yet. You can see it's not over the horizon, but it's coming up. And I was up all night too with well, pretty much. I only had a few hours sleep. There's Onyx. Bring him inside. So, I was up a little Miss Meow Meow quite a bit. So, we shall see. Back here. This is kind of her. She freaking stays in one spot. You've always been like this, you little yo-yo. Huh? Why the hell you like that? She probably was not doing too great for a long time. She's got something in her tail here too. I'm gonna pull this out of here. See, I got to take care of her fur. And hold on a second. Back feet, that's cleaner than it was. I was getting, there's a little spike thing from this that was on her right base of her tail. She can't like clean herself. You know, I'm watching. There was one right down there. I was like thinking, boy, that must have freaking made an ouchie. Freaking, I found some other ones. I was like going over with a brush. There was one right down here on the bottom. I was like, shit. That's what I gotta watch when I take her outside. Yeah? Yeah? You okay now? Uh-huh. 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 I mean, that's usually a sign a cat's okay, right? I mean, wagging her tail like that. It's really, for her, she's, you like being by this water fountain thing, huh? Anyway. don't know if she's going to be all right, but there's signs of just improvement. The first one I saw was this came back in, but now she's eating a lot better. I've been saying that, but it's more and more and more. There's less drooling going on out of her mouth, and her feet look cleaner. I mean, there was some kind of, I think that was oozing out of her skin or something. That's why the feet were looking so dark and crusty and stuff. I kept cleaning it and it never would clean. Now it's like, all of a sudden it just got whiter on its own. See? It's not like really white, but this was black. It's a lot better. So, yeah. So, and the fact that she's not hiding under the bed like she was. She just started not hiding under the bed yesterday. And you know what? This is where I suspected that spooky rife was working, because the other day or so I had the Fanatron bulb, the one that looks like a globe, right next to her head. And they said you got to use that one for cancer, not the long one, because they sold me the original one. When they first came out with that machine, they had a long plasma bulb. That's what they were selling with it. And I think they found out that didn't work right for certain issues. You got to use the concentrated bulb. So that's the one I used. I think it's more than 10 times concentrated. So when she was by that for hours, all of a sudden she had a little bit of blood in her drooling. Not a lot. It was a little bit pinkish before that. That stopped. Then the drooling started. There was a lot less drooling. And that's when, a day later, she started, maybe 36 hours later, she started not hiding under the bed. She was like in the living room or one of the bathrooms, or sometimes I wondered if she was hiding under the bed. No, she's on top of the bed. I thought she was in the main bedroom. The other bedroom, she would hide under the bed before. So, I don't think she's improving. I mean, I don't know if she's going to freaking make it, but she's improving. And, the CBD oil I have, Rick Simpson oil is the one I heard really does. I know about Rick Simpson's oil for freaking years, but you can't buy that. But I've heard that there are reports that CBD oil does work on cancer. Some people say no, some people say yes, but one thing that they pretty much agree on is good for pain management. So she gets a lot of that. She's getting the very best one, the very best stuff, and it's the absolute best CBD oil there is. But I've seen reports where CBD oil alone works on cancer. And she's getting this Spark Herbalistic Support. We got a couple cans of that. We got this, the Life Gold Cancer Support Drops, the Holistic Vet. The Doc Willard Water Concentrate, which you mix this up. This is alkalizing. So when I'm spraying this on the side of her mouth, she loves it. She stays here. I mean, I'll do that for a half an hour. I use up the whole bottle and make a mixture of bottle of the Willard water. It's very alkalizing on the tumor itself. So it's been known to help improve with the absorption of minerals and vitamins. She gets the Add Life cat vitamins in there. In her food. There's more stuff though. I mean, there's the carbon C60. There's some other stuff. Forgot. Oh, the colostrum. She gets this stuff. I put some of this in there too. So she's getting a whole 9 yards. Oh, and I put the CBD oil in the food too. The real good stuff. So I don't know. Difficult to say, man. But she is improving. There's been a marked improvement in the last couple of days. And when I'm seeing this, this is her. I mean, she would just sit in one spot. When she was outside, I could plop her down on a piece of cardboard. She used to just sit there. That was a couple of years ago. I think there was always something wrong with her though, ever since I got her. Because I looked at that video from October 11th, and she was only eating the gravy out of the food. The vet never caught that. At the tongue, had a problem. Want to do that? You do that or what? I try to get her to drink under that. She might do it. There she goes. Come on. That thing is so narrow to stand on. You want some more? Spray it on your mouth? I'm going to work on her with the sprayer for a while. I already used up a whole bottle, but look at her. See? I'll get you to do that for some more. I'm freaking tired though, man. I tell you that. Jesus. Freaking go 24 hours a day with this yo-yo. Plus I got, because it's like everything else I got to do too. Right? You're getting better care than you would at some professional place, quote unquote. Definitely. From there to there, so that's good. Not going in the bedroom. There's Rocky right there, see? She's just standing, see what I mean? She's like kind of our normal self. She just picks down a spot and she lays there. See that? There is definitely marked improvement going on the last few days, a couple days. And I'm beginning to suspect it's spooky. It could be the other stuff. But, you know, they kept telling me about that Phanatron bulb. You got to use that one because it's concentrated. You can't use the other one for cancer. Look at him. She's going to get pissed off. She snarls at him, and I know she's really good. Well, she's probably not going to snarl at these guys so much anymore. See that? What are we doing, boobs? You know, if she was eating on her own, I wouldn't really think there was really much wrong with her right now. But she's got that tumor in her tongue is probably going down. That's the big issue. But I can't hand feed her. She got 350 calories in the last 24 hours. So she's and that's all the best concoction was in there too. I mean, there's definitely an improvement going on here. If she would have got chemo and radiation surgery, they would have killed her, and it would have been torture. I think she's going to get better. I hope within the next week or two she's eating on her own. That'd be great. Then again, that might be a bad thing too, because she might not eat the best foods. Because when I'm hand feeding her, she has to have the herbal concoction and stuff. It's really good food. I give her, it's called Healthy Gourmet. It's good cat food. But I mix the herbal concoction in there and stuff. Well, she eats it. She loves it. She's wagging her tail when she eats it. I just did a whole other half bottle of Willard water on the side of her mouth and stuff. She should be well hydrated. She seems pretty relaxed to me. You know what I mean? She seems pretty relaxed to me. She's looking at the cat people out here. See? There's one there, one there, one there. She's looking at the cat people. There's been marked improvement in the last couple of days. It could be that spooky Phanatron bulb. It could be. I noticed when that was right next to her head, there seemed to be a cause and effect about 36 hours later. She got some good treatment today from it too. But we'll see. You know. But that's her, man. She kind of just sits in one spot. But you know, she moves her tail once in a while and stuff. She's doing okay. Looks like she's going to get along with the boys in here. There's 4 boy cats in here right now. We got Goldie, Rocky, Putin, and Onyx. So, here's Putin. He's a boy cat. Here's Onyx. Here's Rocky. Here's Goldie. Yeah? She's the only female. Right? You. Right? Yeah? You're the only girl in here. Is that your problem? You don't like being around boys too much? You want to be, I'm Miss Princess. Huh? But she's right in a room where all the cats are, you know. They're all, you know what I mean? She's not hiding. To me, that's a good sign. It's a change in behavior back to kind of more of her normal self. And at first, sticking up in the back like that across the spine, it's longer fur because both sides were bald, and that part in the spine that was never affected. But you know, that stuff is growing back on the sides. She seems like she's pretty relaxed. Good sign, Poo Poo. And I got to get some sleep, Boober, because I was up most of the night with you. Yeah, this is a reality check here. It looks like this stuff is really starting to work now. So we'll see. Yeah.